Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode in the Junk Journal with Me series. I'm just choosing a page in my journal to work on, and today I have some photos from a day trip to London that I'd like to get documented. I really liked this vintage page that had a girl on the side. I thought it would fit really well, but I do also have a bit of a further look into the journal to see if there's another page that might work better. I do go back to the first page I found though. I have these photographs from a shop that we visited in London. The shop is called Alice's, but if you've seen the movie Paddington Bear, then the shop is called Gruber's, and I'm hoping to use one of those photographs as a pocket to hold the other photograph. I have this box full of scraps and I'm just going to be picking something that I can back the photo onto to create the pocket. I really like this dark coloured paper, so this is the one I'm going to be choosing and working with. I'm just choosing which floral pattern I like the most so that I can use that on a different project. I'm just going to be trimming the paper down with a ruler because I've really been liking that ripped edge look at the moment. I'm just going to be using some double-sided tape to adhere the photograph to the paper. If you ever go to London, you should really try out this shop. It's full of vintage treasures and it's absolutely amazing. It is super expensive though, so just be prepared for that. And I'm just checking that I'll still like having it as a pocket. And I'm going to be using double-sided tape to adhere the pocket to the page as well. And you will also notice my mistake. I put double-sided tape on all four sides and I also take all the double-sided tape off. And this is me noticing my mistake that I sealed it all down. So now I have to come up with another solution of where I'm going to put that photograph. So I actually choose the other half of this brown paper that I used on the previous photo, and again I'm just trimming that down with my ruler to create that ripped edge too. And I'm going to create some sort of tip-in or flap. I'm just going to be using my ruler to create a really nice fold in the paper. I still wanted to be able to see that floral pattern, that's why I didn't just glue it down, and I'm using double-sided tape on the photograph to adhere that to the paper. And I'm just trimming it down a little bit more because there was a bit too much paper than I really wanted. And I'm just putting double-sided tape on that side as well. I decided to add a little bit of washi tape to the side of the tip-in. It is a tape from London Gifties, and I choose another one from London Gifties, but this is a pink one because I thought it would match better with the flowers. And you see me here taking the washi tape back off. I'm actually going to be turning it around the other way. There was a leaf that was upside down and it was just messing with my head, so I decided to change it round. And I'm just seeing where I might be able to fit this photograph. I wanted to create some space so that I could do some journaling, and I choose these illustrated doilies that I think might work, and I'm just sort of seeing which one would go better in that space. I do choose the red one because I think that went better with the flowers on the left hand side. and I'm just using my ruler to trim a bit of that down. I do my journaling off camera, and I'm just going to be using a glue stick to adhere that to the journal page. I do add a little bit more washi to the front of the tip-in, but I do remove that later because I just don't like it. This photograph is a display from inside the place where we had lunch, and I'm just seeing where I'd like it, and I'm trimming it down because I don't want to cover up too much of that pretty floral paper. And I use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher just to add 2 staples to create a little flap. And there's me taking off that washi tape. I have these vintage little brooch type things. They're from the Etsy shop Little Bindi. I'm not sure what they're actually called, but I just wanted a bit more decoration on the page. And I'm just playing around and seeing where I think it will fit best. I also pull out some labels from AliExpress because I want to put the date on it, and I'm just choosing which one I think might work. I do pull out a couple and play around with them on the page to see what's going to work best. I have my roller date stamp and ink pad, and I'm setting the date to the 29th of November 2019. I'm just checking that I've got the right date and enough ink on the roller date stamp, and I'll be stamping that onto the label. And I'm just wiping off the excess on that scrap bit of paper. I'll also be writing on the label "Day Trip to London." And I'm just playing around and seeing where I like it. And I'll be using a glue stick to glue that little vintage piece down to the page. And I have the receipt from where we had lunch. The receipt was really long, it was also starting to fade, and it is also really grubby, so I decided to chop it in half and just chop it down a little bit more so that it's not taking up unnecessary space in my journal. And I'm just going to be placing that under the floral photograph, and then that way if it does fade over time I can just remove it, and it also allows me to see that floral pattern. I have these stickers from Tim Holtz, and I'm going to be choosing a phrase that says "Life is a grand adventure," and that's because Paddington Bear travels to London from the jungles of Peru, and he has many big adventures in the city of London, and I thought it would be the perfect phrase for this page. Despite the mistake I made at the beginning, I am really happy with how this page turned out. If you ever get the chance to visit London, I definitely recommend this shop, especially if you like collecting vintage tins. I didn't buy anything on this occasion, but I would like to go back one day. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.